Hello, my name is Lynn Gillespie, and this week on the High Performance Garden Show Nuggets, we share with you what to do with your extra tomatoes if you don't have time to can them right away. Here's a clip from the show. So these are for canning. Now, you can either can right away, but if you can't, and let's say you want to make some tomato sauce, you go ahead and take the tomato, you cut the center core out, and then you're going to slice it in half. And you can throw this in a freezer bag. We use like the 1 gallon Ziploc bags. And you can freeze these tomatoes. So you remove anything you don't want to eat before it goes in the freezer bag. You throw them in the freezer. And then what I do in the middle of winter is I get the bags out. I might get 4 or 5 bags out, let them thaw. And then I put the tomatoes in a roasting pan. And I'll roast them at 350 for a couple hours until they just start to caramelize just a little bit, so you get a little bit of browning on them. And then I turn that off, and then I let them cool. Usually it's the next day before I get to them, or it can be later that night. And then I run them through the blender, seeds and all, seeds, skin, everything. Run it through the blender, because I've already cut out the things I don't want to eat. I run that through the blender, and then I pour that back into my roasting pan. So now I got this really slushy puree in my pan. And then that goes back into the oven at 350, and I will cook that down until it becomes a thick sauce. Or if I cook it even longer, I can turn it into a tomato paste. So you can make sauce or paste this way. Now once I got the sauce, then I can make marinara, barbecue sauce, anything I want like that. But the key here is to get the tomatoes off, at least get them in the freezer. And then, like I say, in the wintertime is when I do all the roasting. And I like that because I can heat the house in the wintertime with the, just having the oven on, whereas in the summer it's really hot. So if you don't have time to do your tomatoes in the summertime, at least get them in the freezer and then go into the process of cooking them. When they are in the oven, I do not have to stir them. So if you're cooking it down, if you do that on the stove, you have to stir in your pot. But in the oven, you can just roast in. You don't have to stir at all. And I do all this with the lid off. So as I'm roasting, lid off, and that allows all that water to evaporate. This clip is from the High Performance Garden Show Year 9, Week 23. If you'd like to watch the whole show, it's free, it's online, and you can enroll on our website at thelivingfarm.org/high-performance-garden-show.